you're interested in health, if you're interested in actually achieving your dream level of health, say yes.
Yes!
Yes! That's why I'm here. That's what I want to share with you. This is a great modality. It's an amazing testing system. It uses your own organic, God-given biotechnology. It uses God's grade 10, powerfully preserved, permanently restoring herbs. But the reality is, your body's just going to heal itself. That's the ultimate truth of all healing arts, right? And I want to tell you a few stories now. Because I'm telling you, these are unique products. Their potency has been preserved all the way. They're the only ones that are protected from light EMF radiations that are grade 10 and that are calculated to permanently restore your peak cellular resonance. They permanently will. If we test your kidney with your biophoton sensors, we're going to see at what level of functioning it's at. And then we're going to give you an herb that matches and restores its functioning. And for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, ongoing, your kidney will actually stay at that level of functioning. The resonance of the semi-crystalline structure of your body will be singing. I'm going to get into now the 4 main areas that we work on. So how does this actually get you from point A to point B? How do we, we're not just going to give you supplements actually. Like if you want to be healthy, if you are really devoted and have that penetration to do what it takes to be healthy, it's not just going to be supplements. It's going to be a totally holistic approach. And we're going to approach every level of your being. Mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. The 4 steps. Starts with emotions. Right? For those of us in the healing arts, we probably recognize that a lot of diseases actually come from your emotional state. So we're going to start at the core of it with the emotional integration. I'll get into each one of these steps as we go on. Step 2 is the diagnostic. We're going to use the biophoton sensors and tell you where everything's at, and actually give you a program that will permanently restore you and get you to where you only dreamed you could go. So we call that, I call that nutritional diagnostic testing. So that's the body. Then we go on to step 3, which is perhaps, in my opinion, the most revolutionary thing that this system does. It goes to a level that I have never seen any other system go. It's beyond the supplements, it's beyond this quality. It's called interference field clearing. So I had a surgery. They cut me, right? And that cut is what we call an interference. It's a distortion of your biofield. And it doesn't restore itself, actually. You know, when they cut you with metal, or, you know, they cut you with metal and then things get into that scar tissue. This is what we call a toxic focal site. It's where the cells are weak. It's where things are not conductive. The cells are not resonating, and things accumulate there. This is where I've seen most degenerative conditions start. The emotions are very important, but physically speaking, when you get something like an interference field, this is the biggest detriment to your health ever. The body is a whole, right? The body is a whole. Everything is connected. The whole symphony is playing music together, and when you take out one, all the harmony is affected. When you take out one instrument, when you take out one of the pieces, one of the notes, the harmony is disrupted. And so, for instance, my kidney surgery was affecting my stomach through the resonance effect. If you get anything along your conception vessel, the front major vessel of energy in your body, most likely it's going to disrupt your stomach. Because we've found through our research that there is a direct reflex action between the midline and the stomach. That right there, something in your midline, could actually, in the end, kill you. Even though it's slow and you don't even know how could it kill me? I don't even understand. Well, your stomach produces hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is your main chemical digestion. And it's how you absorb alkaline minerals from your food. So a lot of people get their interference field somewhere around here. They shut down their ability to produce digested juice. They're not absorbing alkaline minerals unless you're supplementing with highly ionized ionic supplements. And they're not even absorbing vitamins or other phytonutrients just because that digestive juice isn't sucking it out of the food. So what I've found over time is people get malnutrition. Even if they're eating the best food ever, they can't absorb the nutrition out of it because they don't have the HCl in their stomach. And what does that do? Creates acidity, you're not getting alkaline minerals. Creates all kinds of deficiencies. Vitamin deficiency, other mineral deficiencies. B12, you'll get deficient in B12 real fast. Calcium, magnesium, iron, a whole slew of things. And so the biggest effect I've seen is that people get chronically acidic because of this. And that is almost every death in America. It's like, if your body does not have enough alkaline minerals, it's not going to be able to hold oxygen in your cells. You need alkaline minerals to be able to hold oxygen in your cells. So alkalinity is not just about eating alkaline foods. If you're eating green foods, that's great, but your cells will not actually be able to take them in and hold them in if you can't actually suck it out of the materials you're eating. So I just want to list this because this is huge to me. These are some of the most amazing things I ever found out. Your body will leach alkaline minerals from your bones to buffer the acid that your cells produce every day from cellular metabolism. So that was happening to me. I'm like a boy, and I was so acidic from my kidneys, not working, all this acid in my body, that my body was sucking minerals out of my bones to buffer it. And people go their whole life. Can you imagine sucking the minerals out of your bones for your whole life? And then people get what? Osteoporotic conditions.
Sorry.
Exactly. So one of the chain effects of that is you pull the minerals out of your bones and you're buffering acid in your blood, but then those minerals cannot actually be reabsorbed. They won't go back into your bones. They're too big. They're not in their original intended state, because when they're sucked out of your bones, that's like plan C emergency. That shouldn't be happening. So your body can't reabsorb it, and it gets deposited in your body. How many of us have loved ones who've had coronary disease? Or erectile dysfunction? These are things that are actually caused by chronic acidity. Yeah, because the calcium, or not just calcium, all those minerals sucked out of your bones, they'll get deposited in your cardiovascular system. They'll go everywhere, in your heart, all the vessels everywhere, into the penis even. And older men actually can't get erections because they're calcified in their penis tissue. And the blood won't go in there. Yeah. And all their arteries and everything is actually clogged up with a good amount of redeposited bone material. And there's also, bad cholesterol can get in there with it. But it's misdiagnosed in my opinion. Even if there is bad cholesterol in your arteries, there's a simple solution. There's actually a simple solution to heal pretty much every fatal disease in this country. It's called hydrochloric acid. Yeah. So first we'll restore your stomach acid levels in your body. And if you want, actually, we have a pad here. Put down your email and I'll send you a 40-page PDF on all of the cures. We're not allowed to say cure, but the fact of the matter is,
go ahead and say it.
They've cured so many people of their cancer. All kinds of cancer has been cured by HCl therapy.
Because that's what they say, all disease starts in your gut.
Yeah, that's
You know?
right.
That is.
If it's not working.
You're right on the money. And so if you take enough to restore your stomach, that's one thing. But you can actually take enough for the HCl to travel throughout your tissue and dissolve things that shouldn't be in your body. It will dissolve calcium buildup out of your arteries. It will dissolve pretty much anything that shouldn't be there. It will kill infections. Actually, we have clinical research to verify every client that we have put through HCl therapy according to their diagnostic has cured their Lyme's disease. Because HCl is the only thing that can dissolve the protein coatings on the Lyme's membrane and get to the core and actually dissolve it. That's the thing, is there's this complex coating on the Lyme's organism that makes it impossible to get actually down. It's like a shield, a shell, and they can't get to the organism inside and actually kill it. And so this will dissolve the shell and kill the organism and completely take it out of the body.
Can your body make too much hydrochloric acid?
If we clear your interference fields, we take away the holes in your body that are depleting the stomach, and you take some of this to replenish. Actually, little kids can make HCl from eating salt. They'll take the chloride out of the salt, or even beets and carrots have hydrochloric acid in them. At a young age, you can maintain, if you clear your interference fields, you can maintain your HCl. As you get older, doing HCl therapy is pretty much the panacea to me. And you actually can't take too much. And we've done, my practitioner friends, we've experimented with it. We've taken borderline highest doses that you can take on an ongoing basis and done it with clients now and trying to see what are all the effects of this. Only thing that will keep happening is you'll keep cleansing in a balanced way your body. So basically, we just ensure that your kidneys are strong and that they're able to flow very well to process what you're cleansing out. But it'll just cleanse out your lymph, it'll cleanse out your cardiovascular tissue. This is the best lymph cleanser ever. It's so cheap too. Dr. Marshall is such a proponent of this that he invested in HCl and bought like warehouses full of HCl. And he says, I will make a promise to my clients that we will never run out of HCl and we will never raise the price of HCl, because now there's an HCl shortage for some reason. And we have warehouses full of this stuff preserved with all the vacuum sealing nitrogen flushing. And we continue to offer it at $14 for 90 capsules.
Really?
And at this quality, at this purity, it tests strong to the 4 biofluid polarities. All these supplements not only are the highest quality, but they all test. They will strengthen all of the 4 layers of your tissue to the highest potential level. So interference field clearing, step 1 for me, actually. And then the last one is your living environment, your working environment actually killing you? And I look at that from a subtle energy perspective that comes from the Vastu tradition, which is Ayurvedically related. It's these ancient Vedic sciences that show, kind of like feng shui, is the energetic of your house sucking the life force out of you. So many people actually cannot get well because they're in their house and it's killing them. Literally, the cellular energy is being zapped out of you. So we have a way to test the field and to restore the energetics, and we can show you with your own body that, wow, my body's being zapped of energy. We remediate everything, and then you're in a healing environment. Your home will actually strengthen your cellular body. It won't suck the life force out of you. So that's the last step. That's for people who are really serious.